What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's that time. And today we have very special guests. We have two of the leaders, I should say, of the Nine Lives Lounge. We have Robbie, aka RB Spence, and Eddie Dunks, the commissioner. So I'm looking very much forward to being able to chat with them. As we know, they celebrated their anniversary recently, 2 days ago, and they got some big news there. And they're going to have more news today. They're going to talk to Janie today. So big day for the Nine Lives Lounge, and it's only right that to introduce the Nine Lives Lounge, we have to give them a little live look in, peel back that velvet curtain, and look at the other members of the Nine Lives Lounge who might be looking at this stream at this very moment.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. You got a big day ahead of you today.
Lots happening.
Yep.
So you're going to be talking to Janie today. And what are you guys going to be talking about today with Janie?
It's going to be pretty brief. Just kind of hoping to ask her a few questions about Top Shot and state of the market a little bit, if she's willing. And then just going to kind of thank her for the support of Top Shot for the Nine Lives Lounge Council. And then we're going to announce the winners of our set giveaways that we just completed.
Right. So that was exciting. Two people are going to be newly appointed to the Nine Lives Lounge. Did everyone who entered that, they are not Nine Lives Lounge members, or some people will just have an extra set?
So anybody could join, could enter. And we had a lot of Nine Lives Lounge members submit moments. But I think the majority ended up being people outside of the lounge. So one of the winners is someone who was not a member. And then the other winner is a current member, but he's actually giving the set to his brother, who is not a member. So I thought that was super cool how that kind of turned out. I was a little nervous how it would be taken with like a current member winning, but I think it kind of really worked out. Like literal family coming into the Nine Lives Lounge family. Pretty cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I love that we're getting two new people into it.
Yeah, of course. Got to craft some new masks. You got to go over to Venice, the old Italian man who makes the masks.
You're closer to Italy than we are.
I know. I was actually there a couple of years ago, and beautiful place, actually, Venice. And I didn't think it would be. I thought it would just be like smelly and touristy. You got to go when it's cooler weather. There's your alpha. So I wanted to ask you, though, something that you just said. You wanted to ask Janie about the state of the market. Is that what you said? I'm curious, like what you guys would like to get out of a conversation like that.
I'm personally mainly curious about, like, you know, she just became the CEO of the product. she was in charge of growth at first, and I just kind of want to learn more about like what her priorities are going to be, like what her impression of the market is, and what they're working on to maybe turn sentiment around a little bit. But I'm encouraged by her approach so far. She's really putting herself out there. She's been answering a lot of tough questions. She's accidentally leaked some alpha, I think, a few times. I'm not trying to do that to her today.
Yeah.
Just wanna acquaint ourselves and kind of go from there.
I think it's been great. She stopped into the lounge, I think, twice now, right, Robbie?
Yep.
Since the announcement, and we appreciate she's candid, and you can tell that she works hard, and so I'm interested to see some discussion of the marketplace at large, but also what she thinks about how the lounge has been doing, and obviously we just had our anniversary a couple days ago, and what more maybe we can be doing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to you interviewing her, Robbie.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, I look forward to that. And I would agree. I would echo with what you guys are saying, which is that one of the main strong points I'd say of Janie is that she's very open. Like she's willing to talk to literally anyone, just jump on a stream, reply with gifs in the comments. Sometimes people might take it the wrong way because they're feeling salty that day. But I think that is definitely a strong suit. Some people might sometimes take that as sometimes being super open. People might think, well, why are you being so open? Like, be a little less open. Like, you're supposed to be steering the ship. Don't ask us to put our hands on the wheel. So it's a bit of a balance there, but I think being more open is definitely better than just being totally cut off, because then we all just speculate and just think the worst. So I think it's great, and I'll definitely would like to tune into that as well.
One thing, I would say, just like to your point, is I think going with the council so far is, I think some of the questions were like, well, is Dapper kind of making us do the work for them? And I would say the answer is no. I think we have a great group of people like on the council. We take community questions into play. We come up with some stuff, and it's been very successful. So we've been able to kind of run with the budget that we've been provided and do some cool things for contests and giveaways. But then stuff like the announcement on June 1st, we didn't really have any, input like on that. And it's great. So I say that just to say that there's some back and forth where we get to have some of our own direction, but they're still doing things for the lounge and for Cool Cat set holders, that aren't expected, which is nice to have as a surprise. So that's why I think it's been great so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And go ahead. Sorry, Robbie.
I was just going to say, like, after the launch of the Top Shot score and like what it did to sets, you could kind of argue that the Cool Cat set is like the only set at the moment that like every collector should be gunning for, unless you have like certain content you love and you want to get those airdrops. But just the fact that we have the Nine Lives Lounge, we have the monthly budget, we have the council, like we have passionate collectors in there trying to make it better.
We'll talk a little bit talk a little bit more on that note, because tell me more about the budget, because you guys received the budget before this new program with the team captains. You guys were receiving that a few months ahead of time. Tell me some of the things you're doing or have done with that budget. And you can tie that into like a general pitch for people on the Nine Lives Lounge is where you want to be, because I think, as we all know, there's been massive ups and downs and volatility and all that kind of thing. So I could understand why someone might still be a little bit giving you the side eye. So tell us what you've done with that budget, and win over that person who's giving you the side eye right now.
Go ahead, Robbie.
So the council launched like in March, and around that time, like the market was taking a bit of a downturn. Sentiment was getting lower. It's probably better than it is overall, like at the moment. But the lounge was kind of tough to be around, like for a little while there. People were upset. Like there wasn't like consistent activity. There was a lot of cool stuff happening, but it was like a lot of stops and starts. I mean, everybody knows Luke does so much for the lounge, and like he's constantly thinking of ways to engage the collectors, reward the collectors of the lounge. So he came up with this idea that was kind of pitched to him, I think, by some community members about the council, and then the budget was a bit of a surprise. He brought it up like close to when we kind of got things going, and he was like, "Oh, it'll be like 3 to 5 thousand a month," and then it ended up being 10,000 a month. And then what that enabled us to do was kind of find creative ways to keep like a consistent cadence of like fun activities going, without like a huge amount of time commitment from us. Like we're all, we all have lives, we all have jobs, we're all collectors as well, more than anything. And for me personally, like I was spending so much time on it, like I just figured I should do something productive that might, make it more fun. So we've kind of taken ideas from the members themselves and tried to like find ways to execute on those ideas that are like feasible. So we've like worked with moment ranks and done some moment ranks play nights where like if you're part of the lounge, you have to join our moment ranks community, and then I think we gave away $2,500 one night, and then like $1,500 over a weekend. Um, we've done some moment giveaways, things like that, and then it kind of like flipped sentiment pretty quickly in the lounge itself. So like people were like really excited to be there again, and Top Shot noticed that, and then in April, when they announced like the $1 million challenge, they also announced that we were going to get 30,000 for the month of April instead of 10,000, and they launched the captains program, like sort of like based on how things went as like a pilot with the Nine Lives Lounge. So, they've kind of used the lounge as like a proving ground for certain ideas that they've had internally, and I think we have like helped with like the proof of concept of like putting a little trust in the community and some of these more passionate collectors that are really embracing Top Shot, like what it represents in the Web3 world.
So in if I'm understanding it correctly, then it's almost like pretty juicy competitions. In other words, like if you think of a moment ranks challenge, let's say, or a moment ranks daily whatever challenge, and then you're kind of having that version for your crowd, and but you're juicing the hell out of it, and instead of getting like $10 in your Dapper if you win, you're getting like $1,500 in your Dapper if you win, and that's kind of what made people get super hype.
Well, not $1,500 like for a winner, but you have a lot higher likelihood of winning because instead of like thousands of people you're competing against, it's like a couple hundred. And I think our first place prize was like double what like the typical daily moment ranks play was. So at least for the first time we did it. But
Okay.
like we've done other stuff too. We've talked about in-person events, and we were kind of waiting to see what was happening with Vegas there, and it's kind of gotten some people out of the woodwork. Like we've had an anonymous collector in the lounge donate multiple autographed jerseys. Like just yesterday, we had 2 signed Jokic jerseys from his 2021 MVP season, like authentic jerseys worth thousands of dollars that he just donated to the council to give away because
Wow.
he likes what we're doing. So people have come out to like help us, sent moments like, hey, I want to do a giveaway just because. And again, we're getting a lot of these different ideas from the community. Eddie, is there any activities that like I haven't mentioned that stick out that we've done?
No, I think like with the 2 sets and kind of turning in kind of like we joke that we're bringing crafting and burning maybe before Top Shot formally announces what that's going to be, and that was really the idea for the contest for the 2 Cool Cat sets. We've kind of kicked around in our council chat about different other types of similar contests or giveaways that we can do, whether it's partnering with other sets. We've kind of kicked that around, which would be fun. Maybe have a different set that we partner with each week or something like that. So just some ideas to get more involved with the community, but also, everybody understands the supply issue. We've, and I know we haven't touched on it yet, but we're given, 14,000 packs of the remaining Cool Cats pack. So we kind of understand the big responsibility that we have with that, of how we're going to use them, and really want to take the lounge's input into that. So I think even just on the supply side, with the way that the sentiment is right now, that we can do some fun stuff with that too.
Right. So it's not true, the rumor that you are going to open all the packs and create like a $2 selling wall. That's not true.
Hasn't been
I
decided
don't
yet.
think
No.
so. I hope not.
um, so tell me more then. Have there been any other thoughts then about these packs, or it's still you need to have some more meetings on there? Like, have you guys Any crazy ideas popped up in your head yet?
So we met the other night. We might have an announcement in a couple hours here about like the
Ooh.
first big thing we're doing. But another thing that I actually didn't mention was so we there's 6 members of the council. I'm the chair, Eddie's the commissioner, and then we have a head of innovation, Pishkins, who has been like dialing up these challenges, kind of a little different than the Top Shot challenges. And they're some have been with the community, some have been just Nine Lives Lounge members, and we just and so we were using like some of the budget as like prize money for that, you know. So it's just like fun ways to engage the community. And so for the NBA Finals Challenge, we're giving away 30 packs to the winners of it's like a daily fantasy challenge that we're doing like through the series, and then we're giving away like 3 packs per game. So that's like the very first thing we're doing. But we have a pretty big announcement coming later today about
All right,
a
got to
nice little
tune
chunk
in.
of the packs.
The
Got to
tease.
tune
Yeah.
in. Yeah, I like that. Um, Very cool. What is your take then on the team captains program, since that's a version of what you guys are doing now? Like, you know what you guys have been able to do and what happens in those meetings, and you have the luxury of having multiple brains in the same room trying to figure things out. Team captains kind of less so. But what do you think in terms of what you've been able to do and what kind of ideas you have, and then what that might look like times 30 in multiple locations across the country?
I think I've seen some great. I mean, I'm part of like different because of the sets that I hold, so I've been able to see a lot of the things that the different team captains have come up with, and some great ideas. I think some stuff that maybe came even from what we were doing, and there's some iterations on that. And then I see some stuff that would be great for us. So I think there's almost like circular a little bit, which I think is really cool. Um, there's some differences there between the teams versus the lounge. The uniting thing with the lounge is we all have the Cool Cat set, right? And it's for the set for the teams. You definitely find the diehard fans in there versus the people that just happen to hold the sets, right? So I can get that there's a little bit of a difference there, but it's I think the team stuff is kind of proof that what we were doing at least, and took what Luke and Dapper was able to work with us on and give us a budget that was a success. So let's do this for the team captains. And I know nothing, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was treated for other sets as well, you know. But I think Robbie and I were always partial to the Nine Lives Lounge, that we were the first, right? And I think there's so much to be said for it, and what like kind of the environment that you have, the great discussions that you have with other collectors. I mean, we haven't touched on this, but even trading is something where I know if I'm trading with somebody in the lounge that just tends to be, I haven't had any bad issues. We haven't really seen anything pop up, I would say, Robbie, right? You know, versus obviously you have to do your due diligence on everything, but just some added additional benefits, I think, of being in there. So,
Yeah, for sure. I actually just got a moment sent back to me, like while we were on this chat from like a member I lent a moment to for the last challenge.
Nice. Yeah, that is important. I mean, of course, you do see people get ripped off. I mean, what I usually do is I try to research someone quite a bit before I ever consider renting or lending a moment. And what's nice about people who are already in a Nine Lives Lounge or any other Discord where there's trust, you don't really have to think about that very much. So that's nice. One thing I wanted to mention, and I'm wondering like what you guys think about this, and I sort of get the idea that you are already thinking about this, but something I've been thinking about is how ideas like this, ideas like the Team Captains program, ideas like the Nine Lives Lounge, it's a level of utility that doesn't quite exist in other projects. And not only that, but people are actually coming together partially because they like NBA Top Shot, but also another big part of that is because this community at large is so strong, and because how much we all enjoyed the NBA and basketball and watching basketball games and talking about basketball. So sometimes I think about how like Top Shot has this massive, like positive, what do you want to call it? Like sentiment. There's this huge positive ball of sentiment, and yet there's a bigger ball, a bigger dark cloud called supply problems. And it's like, as soon as that big cloud gets somehow dealt with, everyone will see the clarity in the sky of how much utility there is here, right? I like, do you guys agree with me here? Like all these supply issues and the marketplace problems, it gets in the way of all this amazing stuff that's being done.
Yeah, I think, and Robbie kind of touched on it before. For a while, it was tough to be in the lounge because I think there was a disconnect between right or wrong. I think positive, and there's reasons for it too. Maybe some unjustified expectations as well of when are we going to get this? When packs, when whatever the perceived utility was. And I think that especially when we got the budget in place and we started putting stuff and people were enjoying it, that now you go in and it's not a perfect place by any means, but at least it's not regarding the set and the utility from the set. It's discussion regarding what a lot of people are talking about with the economy and the downturn and that kind of stuff. And so I agree with you there. Like, I think that when things pick back up, which, and anybody that knows me, I tend to be very optimistic and bullish on Top Shot, that when it does pick up more and things start going up and moment values start going up, that I think people are especially going to realize from the lounge the utility it provides, the cool stuff. I mean, both, there's packs, but there's the merchandise, there's the in real life stuff. We're getting a basketball court that's, painted Nine Lives Lounge, to be determined yet. Like, lots of cool stuff that you don't see anywhere else, even within Top Shot, which is its own really cool project, but kind of are within that space there of all the utility that we get. So I agree that when things pick back up, I tend to think that people are going to realize they need to get in. That's my thought.
Robbie, do you have anything to add there?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think there was a bit of a disconnect there for a while. And like I said, like my priority was creating like some consistent activity in the lounge. And like you said, a lot of my life has really been quite influenced by basketball, like the sport of basketball. Grew up playing basketball, not tall enough to make it anywhere special, but I ended up becoming a sports writer and writing about basketball. And I'm still like a writer to this day.
Oh, cool.
So when I found Top Shot, like it kind of merged everything I'm pretty passionate about, and I've stuck around because of that, and because like you said, I mean, I think there's so much utility. The NBA provides like a very strong foundation, so like I would bet that this will be around longer than most other NFT projects. Like they definitely haven't been perfect with their execution, and being a communicator myself, like professional communicator, like they have some stuff to work on, but they've made some improvements, and I've like shared feedback, So yeah.
Well, and also I hope that link is increasingly made stronger because, like, as I said, the Nine Lives Lounge are the super stands, and they're incredibly bought into the platform. And Top Shot itself has already like adorned the Nine Lives Lounge with a lot of say and a lot of kind of special treatment in a way. And it should go both ways, where the people in the Nine Lives Lounge obviously have Top Shot's best interest at heart, I would think, and should be able to, of all the loud voices on Twitter barking and barking, the meowing in the direction of the Nine Lives Lounge should be taken to heart, I would say.
Yeah, and I think it's important to address. And I see some of the comments, and I saw one. I know I tend to be optimistic on Top Shot, and this is to Tyler Durden commenting on that. By no means do I think that the product is perfect, and I've expressed concerns that I've had on certain things, but you can have reservations on part of the product for something that you love and know that you can see the big picture, that long term. I don't think that there's another project like this. And so the product itself is the part that appeals to me. I'm willing to put up with issues along the way. And even in the lounge, it's not, certainly there's always good discussion, back and forth, healthy disagreement. So I would almost like push back a little bit, saying that everybody in the lounge are Top Shot cheerleaders. By no means is that the case. But I think that for the people like myself that are optimistic long term, you can express your constructive criticism, but also see the big picture potential for the product. That's the way I kind of tend to see it.
I think that's fair. And I know that the Nine Lives Lounge are not just a bunch of stands or simps or whatever word we're going to use today. But no, actually, stands is the right word. Sorry, stands is the right word. Because stands care incredibly much. If you've seen the Eminem music video, the stands care a lot, maybe beyond what is healthy. And sometimes that comes out negatively, and sometimes that comes out positively. When it's super positive and only positive, I think it's funny to call people simps, but people told me that simps is actually like a rude term. So I don't know. I don't know where I fall on that. I still don't know. Um, but to follow up on the basketball court thing, I thought that was really interesting. Do we have any ideas there? Like, how do you even decide where to place a basketball court when everyone is located all over the world? Really, like, what do we do?
Yeah, we haven't really gotten much detail. Matt, the marketing director of Top Shot, reached out and let us know that he was going to be in touch soon, like with details on how we're going to kick it off. But I know that late last year, like there was like a big charity push in the Nine Lives Lounge, and they like actually kind of floated the idea of like refurbishing a basketball court. So I don't know if that's where it started, but it's super cool because we were already talking about doing something like that a long time ago. So it's really exciting, and I hope we find like a cool spot to do it and help help a community.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think there's a lot of different things you can do. You can like help a community. It could also be, depending on where it's located, it could be something that really kind of helps market not only the Nine Lives Lounge but also Top Shot. Put a big pink wall and all the teenagers will be there taking Instagram photos. Like, who knows? The sky's the limit. Um, so that's cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about from your announcement the other day was the Vegas event. And by the way, Eddie, I know that you're on limited time, so if you need to drop at any time, just feel free.
Sounds good. Yeah, thanks.
All right, it's okay. You can do an Irish goodbye. Your video will just disappear. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about this Vegas event. Is there anything that you can share about that event, or any ideas of who you think might be that in real life person?
Well, we know pretty much as the community does, honestly. I wasn't even sure that there was going to be something for the Nine Lives Lounge until they announced it on the first. So we'll see. I'm hoping that Janie might shed some light on it today, but I'm not sure because she said she's going to share a couple announcements. So I don't know what that means.
Is there anyone that you would like it to be if you could choose someone?
Oh, like a basketball player?
I guess. I mean, I don't know if it sounds like maybe it's someone related to either the Nine Lives Lounge. Perhaps it's a player that's been in the Nine Lives Lounge, the Cool Cat set. Perhaps it's someone who really likes cats. What do you think?
Well, I know Luke really likes dogs, but
It's probably not
hopefully we
Luke
get
then.
to meet Luke when he's I hope they send him out there.
I love to see
all right.
KD in person. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that'd be my pitch.
Yeah,
He's not in the
awesome.
set though, right? Oh, but he's in the Discord, but he's not in. Is he? Does he have a Cool Cat moment?
Mm-hmm.
He
got the whole
does.
set.
Rob, we need to throw a shout out to Shazzy, who gifted him his Luka and his KD to get in to complete the set, or not the KD, the LaMelo. I'm sorry, to complete the set for KD.
Yep.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't recall KD having a Cool Cat moment.
Yeah, that was kind of the reason they did the Durant AMA in the lounge, because he was already a member. Because like the community went out of its way to give him all the moments.
Right, I remember that. I remember the community gifted him the whole set, and then he showed up in there. I was kind of hoping it would be like video clips or a video chat, but you take what you can get, I guess. Hopefully, we'll keep on progressing. I actually, I don't know if you guys listened to the Magic Johnson Spaces today, but I thought that was like excellent. That guy,
Very
wow,
cool.
he is so good. Like just the way that he can describe stories that happened, even like the way he was just like complimenting Rose at the end. Like I was almost in tears. Like this guy has got he's got a gift. And then I thought about it. He used to have a talk show, and I thought it was terrible. So it's like, so how is the talk show so bad? And yet he's this incredibly gifted speaker. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a conundrum. We'll figure it out one day. So I think we should probably do a little giveaway. We have a few of these to do. First, we'll do a live look in again, one that you have not yet seen. So that picture is the two of you. I guess Eddie must be in the middle, and Robbie.
I thought I saw Daryl in there. My buddy Daryl, maybe. I don't know.
So let's just do a quick and easy one here, guys. I'm gonna share what you need to do. 1 second here. So what you need to do is you need to enter into the chat eyes wide NLL, and you have to make sure that you are liked and subscribed. And at some point, I will need to know the winners. I mean, I'm going to need to know your Top Shot name and I'm going to need to know the moment up to a $50 value that you are interested in receiving. So some homework that you need to do, but that's what I need: your Top Shot name and the moment that you want to buy. So we'll give it a few seconds here. How else are you guys feeling just overall on the market? I wonder if you guys have any ideas on like crafting and burning, because we know that that's coming. I know that you guys just said that you guys are crafting and burning before Top Shot itself is. Apparently not before NFL All Day is, though. But tell me what ideas you have there.
Go ahead, Eddie. I think you've been speculating more than me.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I thought that the all day announcement was interesting, with the different ways that they had even today with the pack drop, and that if you got all like three commons that you could burn it immediately. I really appreciated from the all day side the announcement on circulation too. That I think helps you make better decisions on burning. I know we're kind of obviously at the end and can be going into season 4 soon, but I don't know. I think for jaw, my speculation has been it's going to be maybe one jaw rare, and then if since the throwdowns moment, maybe one or two any throwdowns moment, kind of something pretty simple. It'd be interesting to see if they're going to try to make a new bottleneck, by requiring a specific moment, right? Then they know what the cap is, or if it's going to be popular enough that even if it's not the bottleneck, that people will do it. I'm interested to see what comes out. That's what I think is so much that we haven't seen yet in this is the ability to burn. And then you're making tough decisions on, well, do I want to burn this or I want to hold on to it because that moment's now going to have lower supply. I'd rather hold on to it than burn it. So I'm really interested to see all that.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by how they're going to approach it. Like, I feel like they have to offer a few different options or something. Like, maybe like burn 100 commons or X amount of commons and like one, or like burn one or two rares of like the player, maybe like one of the player, and then one of like a floor moment of like the throwdown set, like for the jaw challenge. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of different ways they can go.
I agree. I mean, whatever they do, I think hopefully Janie knows loud and clear what the sentiment is. And obviously there's people who don't see as much of an issue, but I think that the majority of the diehards on this platform, or we should say the stands, would tell you very quickly what they see the issues are on the marketplace. And I feel like if Janie is willing to be an open ear, then hopefully we'll get this taken care of and swing in the right direction. Because not only that, we also know that there needs to be like massive amounts of crafting, or whatever you want to call it, retiring, burning, benching, whatever we're calling, whatever the proper wording is. Because like it's a big hill. It's a big hill to climb, but hopefully we'll get there.
There's already 4 million moments in the locker room. That's 10% of all moments in circulation. So I mean, they're definitely like chipping away, but there's a lot to go.
But then new stuff comes in, so need a nice strong approach. Need some real wise economy related decisions. So let's see here. We got 57 of you have entered. So it looks like a little under 20 of you have not. Sorry, so sad, but we're going to roll it. Let's do it. James R. Congratulations, James R. In the chat, when you say woohoo, yippee, please also include your Top Shot name. And at some point in the next few minutes, try to decide what moment you want up to a $50 value. So, James R., you are our first winner. So let's see.
Hey guys, I am going to drop off here. Thanks for having me on. This is great. Excited about the announcement, and Robbie, I'm going to try to tune in later to hear the conversation with Janie.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
awesome.
Guys.
Thank you for joining, Eddie. Take care.
Yep.
All right. So Eddie, the commissioner. That's something I didn't actually ask about. Tell me more about the positions that you both have. So Eddie is the commissioner of the Nine Lives Lounge. You are the chair. Tell me more about what those positions do and what other positions are also active in the leadership.
Yeah, so like I said, we have 6. Mitch is the charity coordinator. D-Jack. So like from the charity coordinator's perspective, like he's trying to weave in charity initiatives into like bigger initiatives that we worked on. So, for example, with the Cool Cat set giveaway, we pledged to donate $1 for every moment submitted for that, up to $1,000 of the budget. And once those shootings happened last week, we decided to just donate the 1,000 and chose two of the communities to donate to. And he went and verified the funds that we were donating to and things like that. So he's done a really great job. And like I said, last year he was spearheading like some charity efforts. And then DJack is our like events coordinator. So he's like pitching like trivia nights and like other activities we can do digitally. And then he helps like think about ways we can kind of meet in person. We've talked about maybe doing like a Hall of Fame meetup over the summer, like stuff like that, you know. And then DK1 is our head of welcoming. He's a very passionate Top Shot collector. Been a member of the lounge from day one. I think everyone has been. But basically, he's somebody who just makes himself super accessible to the lounge and like answers any questions, and especially for newer members, he's kind of like a resource for them. And then Fishkins, as I said, is the head of innovation. So he's just kind of taking on like a mini Matt type role in the lounge, where he's like coming up with fun ways to like engage community with basketball and just the fact that they're like lounge members. So he's done like challenges for some WNBA games, for some NBA games, and then since the playoffs started, every round he's come up with something different. So it's been really cool to see how the community's reacted for those. Like at first, we're getting like less than 100 participants, and then it's like pushing 500 people that have been like playing in these challenges. So pretty cool to see. And then for Eddie, as the commissioner, like he's kind of just overseeing things. Like he has a law background, so he's helping from a legal perspective, and then making sure we're kind of going about things in like a correct way, or kind of like I kind of liken it to like the ombudsman that ESPN used to have, like kind of looking out for the council. And as you saw, like he's super optimistic about Top Shot. He's got a great relationship with Top Shot leadership, so he's been helping a lot in that area. And then as the chair, like I'm kind of running the meetings and that we have. Like we probably meet like once a month on average, or probably twice a month. Just kind of go through things we've seen, talk about the market a little bit. I kind of like bring a little agenda for everybody to have a chance to speak and bring their ideas. And then I try to really like just support all the other members or all the other council members how I can. And then like we have an ideas thread in the lounge Discord where any member can submit an idea. And we kind of look at those, and if there's something that we think we can execute on, then we kind of flows through me, and then kind of go from there.
That's cool. I'm going to bring up that hashtag again, guys. Eyes wide NLL. Tell me, are there any other ideas that you could share that are maybe might surprise people? Because as you know, the ideas we've heard of so far, you know, like giveaways of funds or jerseys, or have there been anything that's like a little bit out of the box?
Well, with these packs, there's been a lot of different ideas thrown about on what to do with them. I've seen a lot of people say that we should just burn them all, which I think is an interesting way to go about it. I think it would be a missed opportunity to kind of leverage this huge tool that we were just given, more than 14,000 packs with like $400,000 to $500,000 in market value. So while I agree that like you know, with the Cool Cat set giveaway, we focus on the Cool Cat moments as like entries. Like that's a motivation there, is to improve the scarcity of the set. You know, there's a lot of moments in the set that are 20Ks and 15Ks. So it's been interesting to see the reaction to the pack. So like a lot of people have said, let's burn them all. Some have said, let's open them all and like see what's in there. Some have said like we should airdrop all of them to the entire lounge like immediately. But then like you're giving Cool Cat moments to people who already own the set, so like that defeats the purpose for those moments specifically, like there's a lot of great other S2 commons in those, like a lot of LaMelo Ball, Four Badgers, Anthony Edwards debuts,
Hmm.
the number one LeBron 7500 serial from S2
Right.
is in one of those. Like we don't know which one.
Right.
So and then yeah, so like it's just really interesting to see like the creativity and just like where people are leaning in terms of how to leverage like a tool like that we've used, and then like other stuff. I mean, the challenges have been really interesting to see the reactions. Like some of them, like not many people have joined because they're like confused by the rules. But then, like we've iterated very well, and like I said, like we've got almost 500 members like participating, and we're trying to find ways to leverage like the international collectors as well, since they can't go to anything, and um, like some of the jerseys, like some live in certain countries where they can't win or something like that. So um,
I
yeah,
know.
nothing like out of the box that sticks out. Like it's all been trying to just engage as many members as possible, and then like engage other communities and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that how that is as someone who's in Europe and I see people win these packs. I mean, not packs, but these IRL tickets and
Hmm.
meetups, and I'm just over here like,
Um,
right.
one of your loyal listeners or followers, Wano NFT, he asked me to tell you to rerun your community video. I'm not
Okay,
sure which one
sure.
that is.
That would be this one.
We love the community.
Yikes.
Yep, yep. Uh, all right, so let's see here. We got 67. All right, it's a good ratio. We got because apparently there's 70 watching. We got 67. So let's run it. Let's see who our second winner is. Although I must say that James R. I did not see anything in the chat still. So James R. I need to hear from you.
Hmm.
Yogi, Yogi. So Yogi, I need your Top Shot name. James R. I need your Top Shot name, and I need to know what moment up to $50 that you would like. So go ahead and do that. Um, Here's a question for you, Robbie. Do you wish that the Nine Lives Lounge was never called the Soho House?
I honestly, like personally, have not put a lot of thought into it. Honestly, like, I remember seeing that before I bought the set. I joined Top Shot like the end of March of 2021, like right at the tail end of like the huge surge. And I bought a pack or two, and like for like $9, sold the contents for like 50, $60. I was like, wow, this could be like a nice little side hustle.
Right.
But then like I started to get invested in the product. Like obviously, like I said, I'm a big basketball guy, so
Right.
it was really interesting to just kind of see the market. And like the first 2 months, I don't think I bought a moment on the market. I was like terrified. And then they did like a $16 Twitter uh, retweet thing where like if you retweet Top Shot's account, you get $16 like free. So I did
Yeah.
that, and I bought a Chris Paul cool camo. That was the first one I bought on the marketplace, and then
Mm.
I sold it for like I think I sold it. I bought it for like 15 and sold it for like 20 like a day later, and then when they finished the Master Challenge, I started seeing how like you got the access to the priority queues and things like that for S2. So I was like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. And the Soho House thing, I was just like, oh, like that's kind of like intriguing. Like it didn't mean much to me, but it seemed like if I was going to invest in Top Shot, like I should have this set. Like that's what it told me as like somebody thinking about shifting some funds over. And so I finished Hustle and Show first, just for like the collector score, and then I believe Cool Cat set was the second one because, like I said, like I wanted to try to get access to those good packs, and just seemed like there was a lot happening there. So I bought the whole set, I think July 1st, and then, or maybe the end of July, and then the Nine Lives Lounge launched like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and the set value like double or tripled, overnight basically. So been an interesting journey.
Mm. Were you ever tempted to, like, how were your emotions holding this very high value set as it climbed super high, as it dropped super low? Like, what's your outlook?
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of like NFTs, like I didn't really know about NFTs before I started with Top Shot. I had heard the term. I bought some crypto a few years ago, and just kind of like let it sit there. I didn't really do anything with it. And then when I started learning about NFTs, I kind of realized like it was like an interesting way to use that crypto, or like kind of like crypto with utility. And that was how I kind of thought of it. So when the set was going up, I also was like reading about the PFP projects, obviously like Bored Apes and stuff like that, and I was like, well, this is kind of like the NFT project within Top Shot. Like I could see this going to 1 million. Like I don't necessarily have that viewpoint anymore, but I do think like it's always going to have value, and like if you are part of Top Shot, like that you should want to try to have this set, just because there's always like something in the pipeline. I've heard Luke refer to it as like having an overflowing fountain of perks, so it's like never ending. A lot of these other sets, like you get the airdrop and the set value drops like 20% that day.
Yeah.
Like people are, every drop, people in the lounge are asking like, why didn't we get an airdrop from that? But like we've gotten in the last year, extra spice, fresh threads. I think we got a KD pack, amongst everything else we've gotten. So yeah, and then when the set value started going back down, that was when the council idea started forming, and I was like, well, maybe I can kind of influence how things go with the value of the set. And so I actually traded for a second LaMelo. So now I'm kind of betting on myself. Like if things go well and the set value goes up, I don't have to leave the lounge.
There you go. So here's a question, and we're gonna run this again because we got a few to get through. So we have our second winner is Yogi, Eyes Wide NLL. Yogi, I still need to know what your $50 moment is. James as well. I got both of your Top Shot names, but I need to know what moment you want. So while we run this again, hashtag Eyes Wide NLL if you're not in yet. How many people are in the Nine Lives Lounge currently?
I think there are. I have somebody who sends me a completion amount every day. So today it was 2,710, and I think there are 2,983 possible spots.
Oh wow!
So
So
that's
it's
how many of
almost
them
full.
Yeah, I think it's like a 92% completion.
Wow. Okay.
Fred Rooster.
So, Fred Rooster, congratulations. Give me that Top Shot name and tell me what $50 moment you want. Maybe I need to make like a Google Doc or something, but let's just see. Let's see if we can somehow manage this.
I'm gonna be buying these and sending them to you. So hurry up, people.
Yeah, I know. You guys are taking a while. Or else Robbie's just gonna choose a random moment. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah. One question that I just got from a lounge member is if they would consider making the Cool Cat set a rare set, or so they can make a new moment in S4. So that was kind of going off what I said earlier. I think with Top Shot Score, like it kind of turned the set into like the value of a rare set from like the collector score perspective, because before it was like a couple thousand collector score points, and now I think a LaMelo is worth like 26,000 Top Shot Score, something like that. So I mean, no other common set gets anywhere near that amount of Top Shot Score. You know what I mean?
Sure. So the reason Travel Addict that there's a cap is because the lowest circulation moment, you need that to complete the set. So is that right? So what is that? The Luca, right? The 2,700 or
No,
900?
the LaMelo Ball.
Oh, the LaMelo. Sorry. So the
Yeah.
LaMelo is the 2,900, and the Luca is how many?
I think there's like 3,400 of Luca.
3,400. Okay. So Fred Rooster, I got your name. Now I just need to know what moment you want, or else you're all gonna get Malik Monk rares if you don't tell us. Then Robbie's just gonna send everyone a Malik Monk rare.
I'm gonna get some Langston Galloway Top Shot debuts S1.
That's true. It's just up to $50, so that could
It's gonna
be
get 3 of them. Yeah, I think they're like $14 right now.
Oh boy, did you get any of those S1 reserve packs?
No, I haven't. I actually completed the All NBA challenge last week. So that was my first ever S1 pack, the hometown pack, and I I think I got like the lowest EV pack
Uh,
possible. But
yeah.
in the elite pack, I pulled a Miles Bridges legendary, so that was
Oh,
awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait, that was a loot pack?
Yep. So there was three packs in that one: the hometown S1 pack, and then there was like a KD Elite, and then like another, I think, an All Star Elite pack.
Wait, so I think Fred Rooster wants the Malik Monk. All right.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, if everyone wants the Malik Monk, it's going to bump up, and then you're going to have to get whatever's below it, right? So,
Yeah. Go list your
um,
monks now
yeah, go list your
if it's under
monks.
$50.
Yep.
Let's roll all the winners. I gotta get going soon. So
All right.
let's.
All right. Well, and also I can just kill some time and roll winners while you drop off. That's also okay. So here we go. Fred Rooster is the winner. Let's see the next one. Hashtag what was it? Eyes wide NLL. So Fred Rooster wants the Monk Rare.
Rockstar, if that's accurate, I'm gonna buy that for me.
Uh,
$49 Michael Carter Williams Hollow. Yeah, I'm going for that.
yeah. Wow. Wait. Oh, the throwdown. DeRozan throwdown is 52. So
Yeah,
Yogi wants that. So if that's not doable, then DeMar All Star. So there you go. So DeMar All Star or throwdown.
sounds good.
All right. Got that. Zeke Shepard, you are our next winner. So here's a question for you. You're a big basketball fan. What do you think about the playoffs this year? Who's your team?
I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I'm currently in mourning. But but I mean, our team I think overachieved all year. Like they had so many injuries, it was crazy. I mean, Butler was out for extended time. Bam, I think broke his thumb. Hero obviously got hurt in the playoffs.
Right.
Tucker's always hurt. Lowry hurt his hamstring. I mean, the list goes on. Duncan Robinson was hurt. But I just think we need a little bit more offensive firepower. I mean, the Celtics look like the real deal. I mean, the fact that they won that game last night is pretty impressive. So
Incredible game. I
it's
couldn't
going to be
believe
a
it.
great series. I hope that Golden State can win a few.
I mean, I feel like everyone is so reactive or reactionary. Like
Oh yeah,
like Celtics have an amazing fourth quarter. Okay, the series is over. Celtics at a sweep. I promise you, next game, the Warriors are going to come out guns blazing, and they're going to
oh
fix
yeah.
some problems that they had in the fourth quarter. All right, so Zeke Shepard, I still need your information. Oh, James has told us what he wants. Ingram.
Did you give your
Ingram.
top shot name, James?
Yep, I have that.
Cool.
So, all right, that's great. We have three answers. We're waiting for Zeke. Let's do another giveaway. Again, it is hashtag eyes wide NLL. So
Is this Tandy NFT guy? Is this you?
this is not me. We both did you ever watch the show The Last Man on Earth on Fox?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's required viewing. We both really like that show a lot, and that's where the name Tandy comes from.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, that would be a little bit foul if I just was like, actually, although I haven't won anything, if I'm technically Tandy NFT, but I'm like typing at the same time as I'm talking, that would be impressive. All right, so let's roll this again. This is winner number 5.
Oh, Jeb Bush, almost.
Louis
Big fan.
Lux. Louis
Big fan,
Lux.
Jeb. Big fan.
There you go, Jeb. You got a big fan in the house. That means we got to play this video for Jeb. Where is it?
Who's going to Vegas? I'm curious. Anybody
Yeah.
going?
After this clip, let him know.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Top Shot. My real name is Simon. So Louis Lux, the winner. Louis Lux wins everything. Louis, let us know what your name, Top Shot name is, and your moment that you'd like. Go take a look on the marketplace. That's true. Louis Lux is an only tan. He shows up. He comes to watch. He comes to watch this silliness. So yeah, so you're going to Vegas?
I will be going. Yes. I don't know what I'm stepping into yet, like I said, but I think it'll be fun.
That's great. All right, so we got 5 winners so far. Let's just do another one. Let's do it. Okay, this guy's trying to win a moment.
Batman, I don't believe you.
So Peter Landriebe, Peter Landriebe. Hello, sir. That's a wonderful head of hair you have there, if that's you. Peter Landriebe, need to know your Top Shot name and need to know the moment that you'd like. If you had to guess who Peter Landriebe's favorite basketball player is based on his profile picture, who would that be?
I can't see the picture well enough. But, so who is that?
I don't know. Kind of looks like a serial killer. I don't know.
Like Rick Smits or something?
Oh man. Um yeah. All right. Let's see here. So we are waiting on Zeke, Louis Locks, and Peter Landriebe. I need all of your Top Shot names and moment that you'd like. And Robbie, I mean, if you need a drop, I'll let you drop, and I'll just keep running these, and I'll just stay on until I get all these names and moments, and then I'll DM you. So don't worry about it if you need to drop.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think I'm going to hop off. I'll be talking to Janie in about an hour on our Nine Lives Lounge Twitter account. So tune in.
All right, man. We definitely go check that out, guys. I mean, you want some real questions and answers with Janie. By the way, you called her the CEO. She is general manager and CEO interchangeable?
Oh shoot! I think I put the wrong title. I guess it's GM. My bad.
Yeah. I don't think there is a CEO. I think it's a CEO of Dapper, which is Roham, and I don't think Top Shot has a CEO.
I've
Actually,
been calling her GM the whole time. Oh well.
it's okay.
I mean, CEO. Yeah.
CEO.
Anyway.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, everybody.
All right, man. Well, go take care of your dog. Robbie, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for making the time. It was really nice chatting. And I really look forward to seeing what you guys do over there in the Nine Lives Lounge.
We need you to jump in soon.
I
Mr.
know.
Tandy.
I know. All right.
All right.
All right, Robbie. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that was Robbie. We still have 4 more winners of $50 credit, $50 moment of your choice. So what do you say, guys? You want to win? The people that have won, I'm still waiting on your Top Shot name and the moment you want. So here's Peter. Peter, did you give me your Top Shot name though? I have not seen that yet. I need your Top Shot name and I need to know what moment you want. So here it is here, sorry. So Merrickville Warriors. That's an interesting one. Merrickville Warriors. And do you want a Steven Adams moment? Let us know what you would like. Let's see here. So that was fun. It was nice talking to the Nine Lives Lounge. I mean, I know that Nine Lives Lounge, they've had a tough go, like in the early goings, when people who were buying, the whole reason why Nine Lives Lounge got whatever they got was because of how hard they had it, because it was such a long and drawn out challenge over so many weeks, months, that saw the market at all-time highs and then drop, and people were just losing their minds. And that, as a reaction to that, I believe that's what created the Nine Lives Lounge in a way. I mean, I'm sure there's more to that, but so let's see. Bones Highland TSD. Got it. Bones TSD. Got it. But yeah, seriously. I remember when people were joining the Nine Lives Lounge and I couldn't really understand why. I mean, it was so expensive, and the Soho, the reason why I asked about the Soho House thing was because people were talking about the Soho House, and I wasn't really seeing anything that had any resemblance of the Soho House. But it's good to see that they are getting some love now. And maybe that was sort of the way, by giving people, captains, let's say, a lot of funding to play with. that was a way to make a lot of people feel better about being part of this group. Um, Jeb just got him. Wow, Jeb just got him with a serious burn. 9 lives frown. So you guys line up for that pack today, and then there were 4. By the way, Zeke Shepard, Louis Locks. Louis, I know you're in the chat, dude. Where are you? Don't make me have to hunt you down. Louis Locks and Zeke Shepard. We're going to do another giveaway. Maybe we'll refresh the hashtag. So we'll refresh the hashtag to 9 lives frown in honor of Jeb. In honor of Jeb, everybody. There you go. 9 lives frown. If you want to get in the next giveaway, hashtag 9 lives frown. So sorry, guys, it has changed. It's not currently Eyes Wide NLL. It's 9 lives frowned. Hold on. So there's Louis. There's Louis. But Louis, you're about to get drowned from all these hashtags. So either DM me on Twitter or wait until these hashtags are gone. But we're refreshing it so that anyone who's here and wasn't paying attention now cannot win, because there's nothing more annoying than having someone win who is not in the chat. That is incredibly annoying. And by the way, as a disclaimer, if you've already won, you can't win again. So I appreciate you putting the hashtag in there, helping out my YouTube algorithm. But Yogi, James, Fred, Zeke, Louis, Peter, you can't win twice, because that just wouldn't be right. So let's see where we're at here. 68 entries. Let's run it. Oh, 70. Oh, that was 2 right at the last second. Oh, I hate seeing that number go up when it's already running. There we go. One Griezmann. Congrats, one Griezmann. One Griezmann. We need that Top Shot name, and we need that moment up to $50. Zeke and Louis, we are still waiting for you as well. So what else can we talk about? Okay, here we go. Griezmann, that was fast. That's what I like to see. Griezmann, that's what I like to see. And then go take a look, sort by $50 and down, and tell me what you'd like. What is that PFP? Let's look into it. That looks like a gun. Griezmann, I know you're a responsible gun PFP user, but check out the room. Read the room, Griezmann. Read the room. Get a cute cat in there or something. Maybe we will do a duck race. Here we go. There's Zeke. Zeke, I need to know what moment you need though. Zeke, a leak. Zeke a leak. So please tell me that Griezmann is a Grizzlies fan. I hope so. My recap of the Game 1 finals. Yeah, let's talk about that. So people definitely want to quack. So I'm going to try to set that up. It is definitely more of a pain in the ass than just doing it the way I have been today. But let's see if I can get this to work. So just start engaging in the chat, and we'll do the quack in the chat. Quack in the chat, everybody. Quack in the chat if you want to get in the duck race for a $50 moment. Eric, $50 is not enough to buy the entire Cool Cat set. Hold on. I can't tell if you're joking, but Zeke. Oh no, sorry, it's an MG Lee. I didn't see MG Lee there for a second. I can't guarantee that you're going to get the cereal you want, but I'll throw it in there. MGLE S2 Malik Beasley, numbered 270. Very specific there on your request. So we're still waiting for Louis Locks and Griezmann, but you're probably getting drowned out right now. So you might have to do it again. Right? All right. So we got 81 people in here. I guess some of you are done with work and you're out here. That's right. Someone go buy that Beasley. Make Zeke really sad. Oh man, that's funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go, 48. I know they're so fun, and yet they're so much more of a pain. That's true. There is a ton of demand on those MGLE Beasleys. Okay, here we go. Paul George S3 throwdown. Paul George. Paul George is a very under-respected player. I don't know why he gets so much hate. You would think he's like a vaccine denier or something. He gets hate on the same level as Kyrie Irving. I don't really know why. He played pretty well in the playoffs too, and with a really with like a shadow of a team, and he played very well. He's an incredibly good player. Denver just bought that Beasley. Sorry, I think Denver might have just like swept the floor. Hello, Brendan. Thank you for joining us from Australia. Thank you. Appreciate that. So here we go. Let's go to the duck race. Here we go. How many people we got in here? We have 66 people that have quacked in the chat. So there's about 12 of you that have this on the other screen. I'm going to give you a few more seconds to quack in the chat. And see, look at the hate. So Zeke wants that, or he wants a Jordan Poole TSD. Okay. Jordan Poole, by the way, didn't play very well, did he? The Warriors, we got to talk about that, but I'm too distracted at the moment. So we have 71 eligible. I think that's enough. 71 with 70. Oh, 73. Nice. We're very close to the actual viewership at the moment. So let's do it. I'm scrolling, I'm copying. Oh, 74. I swear there's something about this. 75. All right, guys, come on now. Come on now. Why are you waiting so long for this? I'm going to riot. I'm rioting right now against this behavior. 75. I'm scrolling. That number better not go to 76. Better not go. All right, looks like we're good. Gonna go do this in the back end here. Got to get the names in. Here we go. Let's set it up. Let's share it. Can we all see it? There we are. Quack in the chat. And let's do this. Who's going to be the fastest duck? We have 3 packs to give away, but I think we're going to do 3 races. I think it's only right. I don't know. Is it not sharing, by the way, the audio? I don't know. I saw that last time. It didn't share the audio. Let's see if it shares it this time. If it's not sharing, my apologies. But here we go. Brendan Franklin with the futuristic Rajon Rondo jersey. He is in front, but of course that's not going to hold. Zeke is in front, but he can't win again because I wouldn't be right. Strictly Sports looking like a beautiful mermaid takes the lead, but no duck really wants to run away with it. It's just a beak and beak. No duck is really taking quite any of a lead. I mean, we got Texans MVP looking. We got Scully making a little bit of movement. We have something Allyward. That's Brittany Allyward. Are we going to represent the female audience here? Can Brittany Allyward win this race? Will we allow a female to win? She might be the only female duck in this only race. But here comes, ooh, I thought that TV Dick Cheney was going to win. Setam looking like the old granny. Brittany hits the quicksand. Andre looking pretty good there in the bottom, but Shepard is picking up some speed here. It's going to be close, folks. Andre Arce. Congratulations, Andre Arce. What a fast arse you are, Andre. Congratulations. Yeah. Let's see here. Andre Arce. Andre Arce. Andre Arce, please share your Top Shot name and the $50 moment of your choice. Magic Pack Q Quack style. I agree. So, Brandon, this must be your first race. Andre Arce, let's hear that Top Shot name and let's hear that $50 moment that you want. And yeah, Shepard, I feel a little bad for Shepard. He literally, I don't think I've seen a race that close in a very long time. So we will run another race. We will wait for Andre to tell me what moment he wants. We're also waiting for Grizzman to tell me what moment he wants. Grizzman, you may have already done it, but people were quacking. So please go hit that like and subscribe. That's true. You can't win unless you hit that like and subscribe. All right. If you receive a moment and you don't hit that like and subscribe, it's going to be a bad time. So let's see here. See, now the eligible users just went way down. So we got to quack again. This is what's so annoying about the duck races, guys. I'm telling you. So if you want to do it again. Oh, here's Grizzman. Great. Grizzman. He wants the Lou Williams run it back. Here we go. Lou Williams run it back. So we're just waiting for Andres Arce to get in there and tell us what he wants. Robert, you got a quack in the chat. There's 2 more races. All right. 2 more races for somebody to win. Now, how many of you lined up today to try to get that? And then there were 4 rare pack. And this is how you felt.
I don't know what went into that process. I met the criteria to be selected, but I wasn't.
Is that how you felt? Because that's how I felt. I went in there and I did not win a pack. No packs for me, even though I wanted it. I wanted that pack. I wanted to pull some Celtics moments.
I want that one so bad. My.
But nothing. Nothing. Tandy Man here just sitting empty-handed, looking at his dapper balance, looking at his valuation of his account, just thinking,
I am never going to financially recover from this.
That's how I feel right now. I should just be like, look, instead of even loading the moment ranks when you see your value, it should just you hit the button and then you just see.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Don't you think that's how it should work? Like until things are actually moving sideways, at least. It's like, oh man, let me just check on the moment real quick.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, it's that, and then it's a combination of that, and it's a combination of... Damn it, it's too slow. I think it's at the top. All right, it's a combination of that. It's a combination of this one. All right, so Andres Arce, red, alpha, shot. Oh boy, did I just lose it? No. Steph Curry, hustle, and show. All right. Steph Curry, hustle, and show. Got it. We have 2 more winners to be crowned. I don't know what you're talking about, Rowdy. Have I ever thrown a duck in a tight spiral? Do you live on a farm or something? Guys, remember, like and subscribe if you want to be eligible to win as a duck, okay? We got 72 users. That seems good enough for me. I'm going to select you all, and let's do another duck race. Ooh, it just went down to 70. All right, well, I'm going to reselect. I can't let anyone who's not active win. Reselect. 70 users. Go to the duck race. Let's go. Ah, shoot, what do I do? Okay, there we go. 70 users. Let's share the screen and let's do this. Here we go, folks. You want to win a $50 moment on NBA Top Shot? Now is your chance. On your mark, get set. Here we go. Fenny, the Fen Dog, Eric. You guys are in front, but you're in front too early. Will the fact that you're a naked duck help you out? I don't know. It's not looking good to be in the front that early, I must say. Let's see here. That's true, guys. 25 likes and there's 78. Guys, you got to like and subscribe if you want to win. If you want a $50 moment, you have to have liked and subscribed to the channel. Eric with that big nose. That's kind of Eric is in front because of the nose. Is that fair? Brittany's in the front again. Brittany is trying to get a little female representation on Tandy Time. But Alex Pavlos in the bottom is trying to take away the fun, and Brittany hits the quicksand yet again. Yogi, if Yogi wins, unfortunately, Yogi won't be the winner if Yogi wins. Jordan, looks like Jordan's going to win, though. And there it is. Jordan Shuggy with Yogi in second. Yogi's got some real good luck today, I must say. And even Grizzman's over there in eighth. So Jordan Shuggy. Jordan Shuggy, I need your Top Shot name, and I need your moment under $50. Yeah, the Hawks. Rigged. Fenny, so close. I know, man. So there's Jordan Shuggy. We have one more to give away. Everybody, please like and subscribe. I think we're almost at 1,000. Let's see here. How many we got? We're missing 11. If 11 of you were to subscribe right now, we would hit that magical number of 1,000. I mean, we're giving away $500 worth of Top Shot moments today. If we can't get to 1,000, giving away $500 of moments, I'm gonna start streaming about, I don't even know. What should I stream about? Real Housewives? I don't even watch Real Housewives, but I will start watching it and stream about Real Housewives if we don't get to 1,000. We have one more race to run. We're waiting on Jordan Shuggy to tell me what moment Jordan Shuggy wants. If you guys, unsubscribing. So here we go, guys. Quack in the chat again. We'll run some of our favorite videos while we wait. Quack in the chat. You got a sub, guys. All right, here's Jordan Shuggy. John Morant. So it's a very long comment here. John Morant. Okay, that's an S3. Is that a? I don't even know what that is. Is that a reward? John Morant S3 playoffs. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's out of 45. So that must be the reward. So just remember, it needs to be under $50, Jordan. Yeah, you know what? I bet Real Housewives of Nine Lives Lounge would be pretty good. So Jordan, as long as that's under $50, just remember, because I for some reason I thought it was over, but if it's under, you're good. If it's under, you're good. So we're got in the quacks in the chat. Let's see how we're doing in terms of how many quacks are in there. 66, but 80 of you are watching. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to catch up. Everybody, if you're listening to this and you haven't quacked in the chat and you want to be in the race, go and quack in the chat. And we will run that in just a second, okay? That's what we want to do. We want to laugh our pain away, guys. We want to do good things. We want to see good things. We want this chat with Janie to go well too. Because we all believe in Roham. If you believe in Top Shot, then you believe in Roham.
Rohan.
All right, we have 72. I think that's probably enough. Okay, Tandy NFTs wants one more look in, so we'll give it to him. All righty. So let's refresh this duck race and let's do it, guys. Let's get those ducks in there. And this is the last duck race. This is your last chance to like and subscribe. If you want to win a moment, gotta like and subscribe, and you will be eligible to win a moment. I mean, we're like probably 10 or so short. Like and subscribe. Here we go. Let's run it. So we got David Russell in the front. Yogi just keeps himself in the front of all these races, of all these challenging giveaways. Yogi just seems to have it under control. And it looks like we have another female. Rebecca is in the front. Rebecca Klimaz. So that's two females watching the show. I'm so proud. Shepard, though, is coming up real fast in the rear, but nope, hits the quicksand. AL is in the front with his snorkeling gear on there. Number 2, previously LaMelo Ball's number, no longer. He's now number 1, I believe. He might just win this thing, though. AL is just casually paddling his way. And he hits real hard quicksand. Rad Dad, though. Rad Dad is in front with his backwards hat, but the Trump Duck, Brian Jester, is coming up on the bottom there. Ooh. Brian Jester, you have won. You're going to be so tired of winning. You're just going to win and win and win and be tired of winning. And it's tremendous, Brian Jester. Just a tremendous race. This might be the best duck we've ever seen, maybe possibly the fastest duck. I would even argue this is the fastest duck. Many people are saying that Brian June Jester is the fastest duck. People love Brian Jester's duck. They love him. He's fantastic. He's gonna really fix this duck race. Brian Jester, fantastic race. What a fantastic race. Just tremendous race. Incredible race. Only the best ducks. All right. That duck caused an insurduction. So while we wait for, very small loan of $1 million. While we wait for Brian Jester, make Top Shot great again, folks. Listen, folks. Brian Jester's duck. Beautiful hair. We're waiting for Brian Jester. Sometimes I think it would be funny to have like a Donald Trump character just running Top Shot. I do think that would be funny. China. Rockstar, you're weak, you're slow. Rockstar, you're very low energy. Rockstar 2020 with a name like that, you sound like a loser, if we're being honest, okay? I only like to surround myself with winners. Like Brian Jester, that was one of the most beautiful ducks I've ever seen, if we're being honest. We need to bring Top Shot back to its roots. We need to make Top Shot what it used to be, folks. Top Shot. We're going to make every day on Top Shot like the middle of February 2021. If Brian Jester's duck is in charge, every moment will be worth $1,000. Low ask. No one undercuts when Brian Jester's duck is in charge. So I'll say that whoever's in charge right now, it's pathetic, it's horrendous, it's terrible. The only person that can save Top Shot is Brian Jester. Brian Jester, Mr. Kicker, what kind of name is that? Sounds very weak, sounds very low energy. Carmelo Anthony, even worse. How could you choose Carmelo Anthony? Carmelo Anthony is a loser. He can't win. Can't adapt his game to the common NBA game. Carmelo Anthony didn't even get picked up by any NBA teams because they saw that he doesn't play defense and his style of gameplay doesn't match to the current high-paced type of gameplay in the NBA as of current. He's a defensive liability. Oh yeah, so we could talk real quick about oh man, come on. Top Shot Tony? I think Top Shot Tony's accent has to be worse. Wearing a Batman suit? Oh, I don't have a Batman mask though. Where is he? Wait, well, what do I have here? Do I have anything? I don't know. I think if I was Batman and I was someone like if I was a Stan and I was Batman, then anytime anything went bad on the platform, I would be like, "Where's Roham? Tell me where he is." That's what I would say. Because we need Roham. We need Roham to speak up. Because anytime Roham speaks up, things seem to go better.
Rohan.
So there's a couple comments here. So yes, the judge, Poker Pro Eric likes to call him the former attorney. He is a former attorney. He was in the hospital. I think he's out though, but he had emergency appendicitis, and he's supposed to be on the show though on Sunday. So we'll talk basketball and appendicitis on Sunday. I'm more Bernie than Trump. Yeah, I'm definitely not at all like Trump. I just like imitating him. Eric, I don't get Top Shot Tony's humor. I'm not sure if he's serious or not serious. Yeah, I think there's something to be said for not serious. That's why I actually kind of enjoy it. LG does voices. What's up, everybody? Today is Friday, June 3rd. We're going to talk about all the comings and goings in NFTs, NBA Top Shot. But today we're going to focus in on Cabbage Patch Kids NFTs, because the First Mint is partnering with Cabbage Patch Kids NFTs. And we're going to talk all about it today. Should you invest in Cabbage Patch NFTs? This is not financial advice, but yes, you should. Pump our bags. That's my LG impression. I love LG though. Don't take it the wrong way. Should we just keep on going? We got all our winners. With Judgy on Sunday, we're gonna ask him to show us his appendix scar. We're gonna talk about the games. My real quick take from that game last night was when Steph Curry came out guns a-blazing. I thought, holy shit, how can the Celtics possibly win this game with Steph Curry this on fire? And then looking at the scoreboard, and they're only down by a few points. And it's like, holy shit, maybe they can win this game. And Jason Tatum wasn't looking good from the eye test because he wasn't hitting anything. And then you get players like Derek White, Al Horford playing his heart out, and Jaylen Brown would just dribble into other people's legs throughout the whole Miami Heat series. And he just comes up and they are hitting every goddamn shot. I think they hit 50% from three. So on the one hand, you can't expect that the Celtics are going to hit 50% from three. I mean, they very well might never hit as high of a percentage from three as they did in game one. On the other hand, Jason Tatum also couldn't barely hit a shot. So you got to feel pretty good as a Celtics fan that the Celtics could win a game in Golden State with Jason Tatum not being able to score, basically. That was incredible. And Al Horford, I agree. If Al Horford is hitting threes at this clip, and Al Horford is all over the place. Can you imagine being a Philadelphia Sixers fan, by the way, watching how well Al Horford is playing? And that's what makes the NBA so fantastic, because it's all about like the combination of players you put out there and the coaching and the schemes and the defensive scheme and the offensive scheme. You can't just put a bunch of stars on a team and expect it to work. It doesn't work. Look at the Nets. Talking about flat earth and vaccines in the locker room, and they end up getting swept. Andre, that should be an obvious answer if you must be new to this stream. But I am a big time Celtics homer, and even if I wasn't, Vegas thinks the Celtics are going to win, because you take a game one on the opposing team's floor where the Warriors didn't lose at home all year. This whole season, they did not drop one game at home. Granted, they were playing the Nuggets, who were completely like a shell of who they normally are. The Mavericks and who am I forgetting? The Grizzlies? Mavericks? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyhow. Let's see. Let's just run down a few more comments, and then we'll call it a night. But that was fun, guys. Let's see. LG decided to start a Twitter Spaces during the Magic Johnson Twitter Spaces. Did he really? Was it for Cabbage Patch Kids NFTs? It is crazy that Horford and Noah, they were on the same team too, weren't they? They were on that same Florida Gators team that won the national title. I remember that very clearly. LG was just trying. Oh, there's the Brian Jester duck is back. Brian, stop trying to cover up. LG was just covering all day. He was doing a service, folks. It's fake news that LG was trying to get in the way of the Magic Johnson spaces. Now, every time Brian Jester comments on this stream, I'm going to have to do this voice, folks. I don't make the rules. I agree with you, Ars. I like that take. The Celtics after winning game one. Because if the Warriors won game one, it's definitely no guarantee that they would win the series at all. I thought that they were going to win game one. Before the game, I thought they were going to win game one. When Steph Curry couldn't miss a three, I thought they were going to win game one. And then they just happened to cough it up. I mean, they played so poorly in the fourth quarter. And something that I noticed in the fourth quarter, by the way, was a couple of really bad turnovers were all because of how scared people are of Robert Williams III. Andre Iguodala had an open layup. It was Ben Simmons level. Go watch the fourth quarter. Andre Iguodala drives to the hoop, completely open, but Robert Williams is behind him. And he's scared of getting that ball like wedgied or something. And he chucks it over his head away from the hoop, J.R. Smith style, although J.R. Smith dribbled away from the hoop. But he chucks it over his head in the opposite direction when he has an open layup. That's what a healthy Robert Williams III means to this series. Whoever bet the over was wrong. Only 3 Nine Lives Lounge look-ins. I thought you and the former we broke up. No, Poker Pro. I don't have any official affiliation really with anybody, but me and the former attorney, we like to just kind of make shows together and kind of razz each other. That's sort of the vibe there of that show. Weisberg, I had him on a couple times because he's the Rain Man, and Weisberg knows everything about every player on every team. So it's fun to have him on before a series and just kind of talk through it. Like he educates me every time. Thank you, Rockstar. Tandy 2024. I appreciate that. Andre, stealing a game away in the first 2 games sets you up for success, and they still have 2 games to play. It really does. It feels like the Celtics are destined for greatness. They've overcome such incredible things. At the same time, though, the Warriors can just catch fire and just string off 4 wins in a row. Like I would not look past the Golden State Warriors. They can do it. But at the same time, the Celtics have an incredible defense, and defense wins championships. That's what we're hoping on this side. Anyways, guys, I think that'll do it. Unless you want to talk about anything else, we're going to be live with the former lawyer, the judgy, on Sunday. If he can, I needed him to confirm that he's can do it. We have some political arguments going on. Here we go, guys. I appreciate you all. We love the community.
We love the community.
Go tune in to Janie's chat later with Nine Lives Lounge. I am curious about that, how that goes. She embraces the fact that we are in beta, but it should go both ways, right? That's what I always say. They can adjust on their end. They got to adjust according to things that we need from the platform as well. So we know that we're in beta. We'll play the beta video.
Beta.
Answer a couple quick questions. I am a Red Sox fan, but I don't follow them as of right now. I'm very fair weather. I'll follow them if they're in the playoffs. Basically, I used to be a big time diehard of the Red Sox. Let's see. Yeah, Poker Pro. We made a banner. We did the coffee thing. We did all that. Absolutely, we did. Thank you, Colin. And all right. I think that's about it. If you guys want to go talk politics, you can do that. You can keep doing that. The show can end and you can stay in the chat and talk politics if you guys want to. But definitely tune in. I appreciate that, Andre. Let's go Celtics. Bing bong from the Knicks fan. Tune in to Janie. Let's see what she says with the Nine Lives Lounge guys. And I appreciate you guys all coming. Hopefully you enjoy the show with or without $500 to bribe you with. I appreciate you all. So thank you. And until Sunday, I think. I'll see you then.
Static Selector.